sippy sip. Take my little sippy sip. Clear this throat out.
Pause.
Erase. Welcome back to Down to Get Down. I'm your co-host, Romel.
And your boy, Derek.
I caught you off guard with that one.
It took me a minute to register what you said.
Nah, I had to come out with the energy. You know I'm gonna come. We got the movie live. We got the. You gonna let me finish? Yo, keep going. What time is it? 3:58.
Oh, my head hurts. Go ahead.
All right. I'm saying that one so we remember. It's we started like 3:58.
All right.
All right. Oh God, how y'all doing? How's the world doing on this fine Saturday? How are you living, my boy? Anything new with you?
Shoot, nothing new. My head hurts though. I'm sorry, sweating. But how are you?
I'm doing all right. Doing pretty good.
All right, I don't care.
All right.
This is the fun episode today.
I'm dead. That's the fun episode.
This is a fun
Oh yeah,
episode.
we got some things.
We're about to be stupid.
Oh yeah, it's about to be a good time. Shit, you want to hop straight into it?
Yeah, we can hop into
I
it.
ain't finished about my day, fucker.
Well, calm down, Jamal. Don't need to pull out the
I'm
9.
gonna pull out the 9. Pull out my keyblade.
Fucking nerd.
Oh yeah, they gonna know that I'm a nerd,
Yes, they do.
huh?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I said they gonna know. They gonna
No,
know.
I thought you said they don't
I
know.
brought the shirt out today, so you probably saw it in the last one, but I ain't talk about that one because that was the serious episode.
Yeah, we're talking
Nah.
about death
This we talked about death.
and incest.
Whole episode demonetized. Just
My ADHD is
he
hitting.
was kicking in.
Yeah, boy.
We could not have a person out here that had like Tourette's and some shit. Cause you could not stay focused on it.
Oh, of course not.
As soon as they say, "Oh no, fuck your mom," you're like, you'll be like,
Mother, no.
you're like, "Excuse me."
Do you want to fight?
You'll be the one getting offended, bro. Would be like, they'll say something, they'll be like, "Oh, I hate your mom," and you like,
All of these are pointed to my mom.
First of all.
Look, you started in saying you had Tourette's, but now you're just talking about my mother.
now you just get disrespectful. My feelings are hurt. You're like, I don't know what's real and what's not. But speaking of things that are not real but have become a thing, and I wish was a real world thing.
What are you talking about? I thought you were about to talk about your day.
Oh, I was. I forgot all about my day. Jesus, it's been long.
I thought you started saying, I thought you were talking about your day. You're like, what? It's not real.
Long story short, I'm breathing. The Lord got me.
You said long, but
I said long.
I heard lawn.
You heard wrong.
Shut up. Really, be professional.
Professionalism.
I don't know why my ADHD started hitting.
Bro, it started
randomly.
kicking in crazy out of nowhere. Bro looked at the topics and was like, all right, cool, turn it off. He's all right, cool, turn it off. All right, cool. So titties are nice. I'm not, see, this is all, I want y'all to know.
He's undiagnosed with ADHD, but he has
First of all,
ADHD.
I don't have shit.
You
We don't know. My
have
therapist did
stupid.
not. She didn't see. Shut the fuck.
You have to go to a different therapist for that.
No, but I did ask her, and I was like, okay, like, am I like during those times? Because she been with me for a while at that point. So I was like, am I showing signs? Am I giving off any signs? Because I've been told by people who have these things that I come off like I do. And she was like, I mean, we can do a test or anything, and we can test you out. But she was like, you don't really have, like, you're not showing those signs.
Okay, well, she didn't test you, so I don't care about what she says.
He really wants me to get tested.
Yeah, bro.
He want.
We gotta
you
be ADHD buddies.
You don't want to be alone. If I find out I have ADHD, I swear I can't make excuses for anything because I got this far. I was like, I did a lot of things. But it'll make me think back at it and be like, damn.
That makes sense.
I was going through life on hard mode and didn't even realize it.
Oh, yeah. But then we'll change the podcast to ADHD Bros.
Oh my God. I can't pay attention, bros.
Where are we?
What's happening? What are the topics? Like, bro, it's been like, you're like, damn, it's been 10 minutes already.
How's it?
No, it's only 4:02.
Oh, okay.
Time flies when you're
Going stupid.
going steady.
Going stupid.
Yeah. Anyways, the day was pretty good. We got here we're being more productive. That's what focusing on staying organized. That's the name of the game for me right now. It's just staying organized. Cause that makes me want to go get fucking tested. Because I feel like this shit that I need, that I was like, bro, but I feel like if I was on Adderall or I had to take any type of medication, I couldn't do it.
You don't have to take medication.
I know I wouldn't have to, but I would look up like ways to, I guess, to stay focused.
Embrace it, bro.
But then that would make a lot of sense though, because it'd be like, dang, because they say you start a lot of stuff and you don't finish. You start a lot of shit and like you don't stay on one task too quick. Like you'll have all the energy for it, and then all of a sudden some next. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn. What if it just wasn't procrastination? What if I just wasn't a shitty person?
Oh no, you are, but like,
what if I just wasn't shitty and it was just my mind?
it's probably both.
It was just a combination. But I was like, yeah, nah, you're still shitty, but
Don't get it twisted.
don't get it twisted.
You still like shit.
You're still irresponsible. It's just no.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I would definitely say try Adderall. That sounds,
Bro.
if you're prescribed Adderall, try it because it does give you like a different perspective. Like it does hone your focus in very, very strong.
Bro, I would be if I took Adderall, I'll fuck around to be 6 figures by next year. But
Do it.
yeah,
Go get tested.
You know, I'm getting convinced now to go get tested.
You're
because
welcome.
then that'd be crazy because I feel like you're serious. I feel like you're so serious, and you make it sound like jokes. You're like, yeah, bro, you got ADHD. Go get tested. Go get tested, bro. You should probably do that. I'm pretty sure you got it. And then on the inside, you're like, I'm so serious.
Oh, I'm absolutely serious. Go do it.
You're like, I want to see us take off, and your brain is not where it needs to be.
Oh yeah, no.
You're like, take the pill.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck around and be on a podcast like this next time. Be like, all right, guys.
You don't come up with a suit.
Bro, on my all of a sudden I just come in here a whole different perspective. Whole different like suit tailored. Did that whole clean as hell. All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about the business specs of the reality of our ramifications in the world.
You're gonna sit down and
Start
you're gonna
saying
be like,
words.
Like, let's talk about Bitcoin.
Like, bro, when did you get into it? I'm like, bro, I'm deep
Bitcoin
into it.
and cryptocurrency.
Like, so I've been investing in my 401k. Been doing a lot of things, putting some money away to the side. Guys, really just got to focus nowadays. You're like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, you been catching up on any animes recently? I'm just like, I
have no time.
I have no time for animes. I've been watching a lot of Law and Order recently, just trying to hone my skills.
He's just like, I have no time for those frivolous things. Those are for children.
I've been on CNN
I've been watching
recently.
nothing but BetterHelp books. And
I've been watching nothing but Better Help books.
did I say that?
You said watching?
Damn.
I've been watching books.
Well, technically, no. Fuck you. You can watch that on YouTube. You can watch BetterHelp books on YouTube.
Bro, that'd be hilarious. You walk into my crib and you just see YouTube on. I'm sitting there in my suit. Like, bro, it's 3 PM. Why do you still have this suit on? I'm just sitting there like,
You're like that dude I seen you on TikTok that be in the gym in the suit.
yes. Sitting there just like, bro, I'm like in there. I'm just watching. I have the crypto logistics shit right here on my laptop, and then I have on the screen me reading fucking what is it? Read some Steve Harvey, Think Like a Man book. I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro,
I thought you were about to say like The Art of War.
I fucking did. How to Be a Badass. All of a sudden, you see a whole bunch of Andrew Tate paraphernalia in the background.
You're doing Tai Chi.
You're like, look, bro, in the suit. In the suit.
In the suit. Every time you do a movement on the computer.
I'm like, bro, I'm just focused, bro. I'm just in a different thing. I'm just like, he's like, what about the podcast? Don't worry about the podcast. The analytics are great. Like,
we've made $1 million already.
you went up by 10% this time. I'm like, yeah, I connected to. We got 3 guests coming in this week. I'm just like, I quit my day job. I've already hit 20 mil. So so check your bank account. I've already got you 20 mil as well. You're like, bro, thank you. Where's my friend? Like, oh, he's died. He's dead. He died a long time ago.
He died a long time ago. He's no longer here.
Should have gave me this. That's how I be feeling at work for sure. I be feeling like I feel like the ADHD kick in real bad. If I have it, boy, I be at that desk like, damn, I had something to do.
Not even just that, but do you feel restless when you're sitting down? Sometimes.
No, I don't ever feel restless. That doesn't
Like you got to move sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like I need to do something with my hands. Like I need to have something playing. That's me. I don't like silence.
Yeah, ADHD. Look at you, crazy.
I don't like silence. My girl, she be going to have like drive and like nothing playing. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? You're
Can't
a
do
serial
it.
killer.
I gotta listen to something.
Something. I need something playing or something doing something.
Like I can't go to sleep without something playing.
I feel like that one's become more generic nowadays. A lot of people can't just sleep without nothing.
I know a lot of people who just sleep without nothing, and those people secretly are serial killers.
You need to have something playing in the background.
Absolutely. If not, you're weird.
Ah.
But anyways,
we went all the way out the
we
rails.
went down a whole pipe of whatever. But speaking about going down pipes,
All right.
Mario movie.
Going down pipes.
Yeah. Mario.
Pause. Speaking of going down pipes.
Fuck you. We're
Anyways,
plumbers.
Mario.
We're plumbers, bro.
We're plumbers.
Yeah.
They're strippers.
You're Mario and I'm Luigi.
Yep.
But like I'm a better Luigi because I'm not scared of stuff. Because your favorite color is red.
Yeah, it is.
I like green.
It is. I used to love that. Used to be my favorite color.
What, green? Mm-hmm. I know. You told me. Mm-hmm. And then
Yeah,
you
we're
just
getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
Right. Sorry, my bad.
We're getting off topic. Back
You
to
can't do that while I'm having
See,
my
no,
moments.
No, because I shouldn't have had a best friend that has fucking ADHD.
Don't you dare say that, you fucker.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It was shits and giggles. But no, because I'll fuck around and keep going.
Yes, but if you say one thing right when I'm like this, I'm just gonna go.
You're gonna keep going. Anyways,
so Mario movie, you saw it?
Yes.
How was it?
Oh, fantastic.
I told you it was amazing.
It oversaw my expectations. And
So-
this is from all perspectives.
So my question,
All right.
because we had a conversation about
Yeah.
this. I said that it's better than the Sonic movie.
It is.
Okay.
100%.
Because I personally feel like it's better than both. Because
100%.
because the main thing with the Sonic movie is a lot of nostalgia, but also Jim Carrey like really pulled it. Mm-hmm. But this better than both of those movies.
This one was like a love letter.
Absolutely.
It was great, amazing. I was like, what the heck?
What's his name? Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
When
Hilarious.
bro, you remember when I was telling you how about that stupid his laugh in Donkey Kong's body? It's so funny to me.
It fits.
It does not fit.
It fits to me.
It does. It fits the way he was acting.
Yeah.
But like as Donkey Kong, it does not fit because when he's looking at Mario on the ground and he does.
It fit with Donkey's character because I did not know how they were going to do Donkey Kong. I was like, oh, yeah, and are we going to do spoilers?
Yeah, it's been out long enough.
Okay, spoiler alert, y'all. So if you haven't seen the movie, you might want to skip forward a little bit.
If you haven't seen the movie, quit doing yourself a disservice and go watch the movie.
Go watch the movie.
Even if you're an adult, because the reason, like, we'll get to that in a second, but this movie has so many things in it that I really, really liked. And I actually think that they could have done the Sonic movie the
Same way.
animation wise. They could have done it the
They
same.
didn't have to make it real.
Because he could have still gone to the real world, just not like with
It could have still
humans.
been animated. Yeah.
Because I feel like doing it that way it makes a lot of limitations on the story because they're normal human beings in a real world. So like they can't really do a lot.
Could have did on some Wreck-It Ralph type stuff, like where the real world still looked like a animated movie.
Right. Like
Yes, Mario. Yeah. Literally.
yeah. So I feel like they could have done it that way. I really loved Bowser, not gonna lie.
Bowser was hilarious.
Peaches, bro.
I was at first I was like, why did they make him like this? And then as we progressed, I was like, I appreciate this. This is hilarious. His whole reasoning, I did not think that was gonna be what it was.
It always is though.
I know, but then I was thinking that it was more for like a power thing. I always thought that he was always like
Kidnapping her for that.
Yeah,
No, he legitimately loves this woman.
And that shit's so
Because even
it is so funny.
In the last Mario one, that's where that suit comes from that he was wearing at the wedding. That's where that suit comes from, is that game. Because he tries to marry her, like forcibly marry her.
Bro, I was like, ooh, this might get a little backlash. This is a little weird. And then as it went out, I was like, this is how you write a movie.
Oh no, it did get a whole bunch of backlash.
I was like, but then I felt that coming, but the way it was written, it was like
all the backlash though is like extremely stupid.
It's like, all right, cool. I get that was strange, but that's just how it is. That's literally how it was in the game, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, because like the backlash is like, you know. But for some reason, people have a problem with Peaches, like with Peach. The only problem I have is her face looks weird sometimes.
It does look a little strange.
It looks a little like too much together.
Like compacted.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't have a problem with her. They didn't like the forcing the marry thing, even though that's a part of the game. So like all the criticisms come from people that have never played the game before. So their opinions automatically are invalid.
And then you got to think about it. This is, for one, you're taking something that's a cartoon series, and then for two, that's the game, and then for three, if you want to make it technical, like even with the game, you got to think about the world that they're in. She don't live in the real world. She don't live in Brooklyn, where Mario is. That's weird for him. He probably looked at it and was like, this nigga's weird. He was like, why? That's how everybody looked at it, was like, why? But in their realm, he's like, Bowser's like, bro, if I can get it, I can get it.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is like she's the only person that looks like that in her world because she went through the little pipe when she was a kid. So that's the only thing he knows. But I mean, even if you think about it in the terms of like as a game, like it's always been weird, but like he's supposed to be like a representation of King Kong.
It was the same thing with Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong was even showing signs of like,
because like even the old stuff, like Donkey Kong would kidnap her too. So like he's always been kidnapped by like animals.
What is with animals in her? Well, she's the only person that looks like that in their kingdom. So they're like, I don't want these little toads.
I don't want these little toads, these little Koopas. I want a real thing.
I want a real woman. They see Toad, this ain't real.
But yeah, I mean, like, and also a lot of people that like had their other problems was like, I don't like it because it didn't have any political message or like it didn't have any messages in there. It didn't tackle anything like you know how like all the other like cartoon movies that they've come out with recently have been. They're like, it was just for the fans. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Just making movies just to make movies? What's wrong with y'all?
Making movies for the fans?
Nintendo. And then you gotta think about it's Nintendo, for peace sake. They don't give a fuck about the West.
Oh no! Not only do they not give a fuck, that's probably why they didn't go with Disney.
Because they knew Disney's gonna be on they're gonna push some type of propaganda. Because look at DreamWorks. DreamWorks doesn't push any of that. Anytime they make a movie, we watch.
DreamWorks does a little bit, but
I didn't see none of that in the Minions.
The Minions is in DreamWorks.
I thought that was DreamWorks.
No, it's
Illumination.
Yeah, Illumination. All that's Illumination.
Okay, well, yeah, Illumination. I don't really see them pushing anything when I watch any of those animated movies. It's just be Disney.
Well, that's why they went with them, probably. You know, Nintendo went with Illumination, so they were like, they'll give us the most freedom for these movies. Because Wreck-It Ralph was a Disney thing, and they had like a fight that they wanted because they wanted to give only one specific thing with Bowser, and that's how he holds his tea.
What they want to do?
They didn't want to do it at first. He holds his tea in his, I think it was left hand or something like that, and they didn't want to do it. And they're just like, can you just like reanimate it? Because if he was going to drink tea, this is how he would drink it. And they're like, no, weirdo.
What?
But they ended up
What was
changing
their reasoning?
I don't know, but they ended up changing it though for them. But I mean, it like I don't know. Disney doesn't really give people a lot of creative freedoms, to want to do whatever. So that's why they probably were like, "Fuck you guys," and that's why Mario is one of the highest grossing animated movies to ever come out.
Bro, it's crazy.
It's beating like a whole bunch of records for Disney.
And it deserves it. It deserves every cent and dime that's getting thrown at it. Because bro, they killed they low key. That was because we took my girl's younger sister, and she thoroughly enjoyed the movie from that perspective. She gave it an 8 out of 10 because she was like it was 8 out of 10 because the song that Bowser sang, she was like I've heard it so much.
Yeah.
She's like one of my friends forced me to listen to it for a long period of time. So that's the only thing I took away from it. Other than that, the movie was fantastic. And I was like, cool. And then being from our perspective, knowing more about Mario and then listening to the songs in the background, I was like, bro, that was from Mario Kart. That was from this game.
Yeah.
I said, when I saw the star was fucking hilarious. The depressed ass star.
Bro.
Mario.
Luna?
Yeah.
Bro.
Mario Galaxy.
Luna was hilarious. Like, you're all going to be sacrificed. Oh, finally. Sweet release of death.
And they were just like, stop him, please.
He was like, there's no happiness here. Only darkness.
Bro, and then when he got freed, you would think that they'll be like talking shit to him. He was still on his energy of like, no.
What he saying? He's like, oh, the movie's over. But that means everything's over. Now we just go into the infinite void.
Bro, that movie was... What would you rate it?
10.
10. Ooh.
Absolutely 10.
10 out of 10?
It's like the only movie I've seen in a really, really long time that made me feel like a kid.
Y'all heard it right here, guys. Y'all heard it right here.
Like most movies, like animated or whatever, they don't really get that like
bring that inner
that inner kid out of you. Like, but this, like, most definitely, I felt like a kid watching this movie.
I would have watched this movie multiple times.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I would definitely. This is a movie I dare near buy that whole on CD or DVD.
Bro, Peaches is in my it's in my album. Like it's in my rotation of songs.
Bro, I saw the music video pop up and I was like, they have a music video for this? Mm-hmm. This is hilarious. And I didn't watch it yet because I wanted to see the movie first.
Yeah.
But I'm probably gonna go home and watch it.
Bro, it's good. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely for me a 10.
Yeah.
What about for you?
Damn near a 10. It's damn near
9.5, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like a 9.5 because it's one of them things where it's like it was so good I wanted more.
Yeah.
It was so good I didn't want the movie to end.
Oh no. The only thing that I have that is an issue for me is something that it can't be fixed because it's always going to be an issue for me all the time. They make Luigi a pussy, and Luigi is my favorite character
until the end when he came through.
When he came through with the man cover, and he was just holding the thing. I was like, "That's Captain America."
I said, "Look at him, look at him."
Bro, I'm actually, I will say this. This is what really pushed it to be like a 10 for me and not like a 9.5 is that it wasn't just Mario that got the star. They both got the star together.
Yeah. That gave me chills. I mean, I'm just thinking about that part. Got me hyped, boy.
Bro, when the smoke cleared and they had the stuff around them, I was like, oh yeah, it's up.
Bro, when I was like, okay, cool. I was like, where is Luigi? I was like, Luigi's out here going through it. And the whole time he was going through it, I was like, he gonna come up at some point. I was like, something's gonna happen with him. But I just liked it because then it gave him room to grow because he had to learn. Because I liked how they forced Mario to not be good at what he was already good at, and they were like, you got to train. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you knew that it was good to bring him into it. I just think it was so well written.
Absolutely.
It was so well written.
Because like the people that say that the story was bad, I don't understand what you mean. Because like, sure, the story isn't like a super in-depth story, but the story is much more put together than most movies that have come out recently. It's a very tight story. and like it explains a lot of different because like if you go by the games, nobody fucking talks other than Peach. Bowser talks sometimes, but like
And the old Toad dude, the one with the glasses, yeah.
But like most people, they don't have dialogue, so you can really build a story off of that stuff because you it's open.
Bro. Well, we've been skipping past the one part. The Mario, the freaking Donkey Kong go-kart scene. That shit was so hard.
Oh, when they were on Rainbow Road?
when they made their carts.
Oh yeah,
And that whole sequence of them riding out, I was like, this could be the entire movie. I said, because I like that they pay homage to the fact that Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong was the first kart game out of Nintendo. Was Mario Kart first or Donkey Kong?
No,
first?
I think it was Donkey Kong first, and then Mario Kart from there.
Because they were paying homage to Donkey Kong the entire movie, like because you saw the first in the background, you saw Donkey Kong the game,
Yeah,
and then I was like, I like that they did a little Easter egg right there. And then they showed it. And when he was fighting against them, they were doing the same thing that they did in the game. And I was like, I like this. I was like, this is smart.
I thought it, like, regardless of how you feel about it, the amount of, this thing had more Easter eggs in it than a Disney movie.
Bro, it had so many. And I was just like, this is fan service. They love this.
Absolutely. And that's why the critics hate it because it's a fan service movie, but the audience score is like almost 100.
Bro, with the audience score, it's like you can't even watch that movie and then objectively tell me it wasn't shot well. It didn't look clean. It didn't look fantastic.
But that's what they're doing.
It's like because
they're saying all of this stuff, and I'm just like, you just haven't You've never played the game, and you just want to hate it because it doesn't have any of the stuff in it that makes the movies now suck.
Bro, you can watch this movie without even playing the game and still give it a 10.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like that, and that's the part where I get where you're coming from. When you said you don't listen to reviewers anymore because of shit like that. I'm like, bro, you can literally watch this objectively and not be a fan of it,
Absolutely.
and look at it and be like, this was good. This was a good movie. It looked like the animation looked damn near realistic. I was like, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, like Illumination does really, really good with their animation stuff. So like, and you got Nintendo money,
bro. They really in there, bro. Illumination got it. They got it.
Oh yeah, they're like, to me, they're probably the number one studio right now.
Yeah,
that does like the movies, and then like DreamWorks doesn't have a lot, but you know they're still up there.
Yeah, they got, because Disney got that Disney money, but as far as
quality
wise,
it hasn't been there.
It's been, because what was the last movie they dropped that people hated? The one with the main character was the black dude that was gay, and he was like, it was a Strange World. That's what it was called.
I've never heard of that.
But yeah, that was the most recent Pixar movie. And anytime I hear Pixar, I get excited. I'm like, all right, cool, Pixar. It's gonna be good. Because I think I went back and watched. I didn't watch that because I heard it had so many bad reviews because it was an agenda pushing movie.
Oh, okay.
Like it looked like it was interesting, but it was the fact that they said the majority of the movie was talking about like the sexuality stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. And I was like, dang. I mean, I might catch it on Disney Plus, see what it's talking about. But I was like, dang. It went like, when you start getting too political and like it's supposed to be a kids movie,
right?
When do we stop doing kids movies?
Oh, we stopped doing kids movies a long time ago, bro. When they started pushing agenda on children, but that's Disney's fault because like if you're Disney used to be ahead of like all of them. Now Disney is way behind because DreamWorks had Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots was amazing.
I still haven't seen that.
I give that movie a 9.5. It was because like I can't give it a complete 10 just because there was a few parts in it that I didn't like as much. But and that's really the main villain. I didn't necessarily care for him. I thought it was funny, but I didn't really care for him that much. The secondary villain, Death, love him. He's like probably one of my favorite villains in DreamWorks. But that movie, no agenda pushed or anything like that. unless you want to talk about like PTSD or like stress or whatever. But other than that, like there's no real agenda that's being pushed. It was phenomenal.
See, I'm cool if you can do stuff subtly. Like if you do something like you just have it in there casually, nobody cares because that's the real world.
Yeah.
Everything that's happening in the real world is casual. If you treat it casual, you can normalize it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares if you what this person likes or what this person does or whatever. If you can make their character not be based around it.
Yeah. Like if I can't tell you anything about your character other than this, like your character's trash.
It's like, bro, the first thing that you introduce is that Steve likes Steve. All right, cool. That's established. All right. What else about Steve? That's it. What the fuck? Like, bro, I didn't care about him at that point.
You're just like, look, Steve likes Steve, and then you never meet him again.
It's like, all right. Like the thing in Hogwarts Legacy with the how people were upset about the whole trans thing, and then there's a whole character in there, who's casual as hell, and nobody questions it.
Do you literally only have like maybe 2 amounts of dialogue with them talking about how they're trans or whatever, but that's about it. And it's not even real dialogue. They like I skipped their dialogue.
Yeah, it was,
but like
literally, it was like, yeah, no one they just didn't recognize me and think I was a witch. I mean, thought I was a wizard and not a witch, and that's not the case. And then I was like, oh, cool, good for you.
I was like, all right, and I didn't care anything else about it.
Yeah, I was like, what was the name, Serona? I was like, as long as
I think so.
Cool people. I was like, you cool people. You make sure I'm right, and that's it. That's all I care about your character is if you're a good character.
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't. They didn't even need to tell me that they were. The only reason I knew about it is because they were just like, "Hey, shut the fuck up," because we have a trans character in this game. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I genuinely didn't give a shit.
I knew something was off as soon as the person talked, and I was like,
"Well, I mean, I would have known. I would have known
deep.
before." Mm-hmm. If they didn't say anything, I would have known that. But they said it because people were having a problem with it.
Yeah, I probably would have assumed. I probably would have been like, voice is a little deep. Yeah. and then was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You would have learned through dialogue. You would just heard him say we were a witch, not a wizard. And I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, bro, cool, I guess.
Bro, cool. It's whatever. Whatever you want to do, big dog. But yeah. 10 out of 10 movie. Cinematography was great. As far as the acting, did not have an issue with. I did not have an issue with how he sounded.
So that's what I was going to get to. So when I was telling you before, the reason that I actually preferred what they did versus how people wanted him to have the Italian accent through the whole thing. Do you see what I was saying? With like,
you don't want to hear that the entire time.
Yeah, like him having the normal stereotypical accent would have been really annoying. And they paid homage to it because the guy who set up their commercial is the voice actor for Mario. So like he's in there, you know. And I like that they had him have like that New Yorker Bronx accent mixed in with a little bit of Italian.
They were saying that the I forgot the original actor who played Mario.
He played Luigi, I think.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Hispanic dude from like John Wick.
Yeah. So they said that he got upset.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'm just letting the viewers know. Oh, and the
he
listeners.
got upset because they didn't ask that nigga to be in there.
Yeah,
nobody gives a fuck,
bro. Your movie was bad.
That's why they didn't want you in there.
They don't even have that movie on streaming services.
Yeah, like I have to go look at that illegally if I want to watch that trash ass movie.
And it's like, bro, they didn't ask you for a reason. And then from one, he was trying to say like that it wasn't authentic. Bro, you're Puerto Rican. What are you talking about?
Because like the thing, even your movie is not authentic. You're not Italian.
It reminds me of the Hispanic Mario skit thing that they did on TikTok. He said, "Oh, what's Mario?"
Oh, did you do this?
He said, "Oh, Luigi El Mofongo." I was like, "That's what you wanted."
I guess that's what he wanted. Because
if you made it authentic, it would have been authentic with you, and you're not Italian, big dog.
And him being Italian wasn't even a main thing. I will say, the Mamma Mia's was getting a little.
They were getting excessive. I was like, all right,
but still, it didn't bother me.
It was like I feel like that one was more for the kids. Like
Yeah,
like
I feel like that's
that.
like you wanted him to have a catchphrase, and that catchphrase is "Mamma Mia."
And then you gonna have kids walking out, Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
It was when he did the little back bend when the dude had went over it with
Oh, when he went over the bullet.
yeah,
And he was like, "Mamma Mia."
bro, that bullet had so much animosity.
Bro, when he hit it in the eye and it just stopped.
I looked at him. I was like, bro.
Bro, what was it? That one bitch that had she was like a critic and she had a problem with him being in the cat suit and saying that he was like a furry and they degraded him by putting him in a cat suit. Even though that's like an
Why did they
ability
get
from
that?
the games,
What?
which is why I'm like, most of these people have never watched it and they were like, yeah, it's some weird furry thing that they did in making Mario a furry and it's degrading his character and all this other stuff. I was like, bro, they had him in a Tanuki suit.
Bro, if you're gonna be a reviewer, if any reviewers are listening to this, or if you want to be a reviewer in the future, get context.
I would love to be a movie reviewer.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. It'd be cool because we know what we're going into. You gotta get some type of context. 'Cause any movie, I would assume if that's your job, do some type of research to be like at least watch a couple trailers or something. Just look to be like, all right, cool. You don't just walk into something blind unless I say walk into it blind if that's what the movie person wants you to do.
Yeah, but not even just that. Like if, in this concept, that she didn't like the cat suit, all you have to do is be like, I know the cat suit is a part of the games. I just didn't like it.
Yeah,
And that's a fair criticism
Yeah,
to
it is,
have.
yeah.
You'd be like, I just didn't really like it. Okay, cool. I guess I don't share your opinion, but like that's fine. But you not knowing anything about the game, being like, oh yeah, that's a weird furry thing, and they degraded him and all this other stuff. Shut the fuck up.
bro got power ups. He turned into a cat too. Were you upset with the fact that he turned into a cat?
He got turned into a cat. He got a raccoon. He could fly. What do you want? I wish they would have gave him the cape. That would have been cool.
They did give him the cape in the commercial. They had the
Yes.
cape in the commercial.
They had the cape in the commercial. I wish he would have had it in there though. I actually had never seen Donkey Kong with a fire thing before.
It was hard.
Yeah,
liked it.
I actually really liked it.
I like that on him. I like their whole little scene. They're like
When they were running to get to the thing, yeah,
That
it
one.
actually like slick reminded me of like Shrek when they were going to the wedding and they were playing "I Need a Hero."
bro, when they were when they were getting the cars together and Tug came out with that big ass truck.
Bro, they mixed there's a thing on TikTok where they mixed it and he's doing that stuff to like Hispanic music. I gotta try to find it because it's hilarious.
No, I've been tripping. What's the song that they have when it's like they got the
When I think it's Rob Wave.
yeah. And they just have him coming up and they pull up. I'm doing for my niggas, yeah. Bro, I would have been tripping with that. But yeah, I'm about to say, you got anything else before we move on to the next one?
Nah, that's it, bro. 10 out of 10 movie. Definitely go watch it.
Facts. Y'all get some money for the rock shop and living in.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Since we on the topic of technology and gaming and things like that, so AI has been going crazy.
Oh yeah, that shit's weird, man.
It's got to a point where I was like, "Yo, this is next level. This shit cool as hell." And
it
then
was
got
cool when it
weird.
was just pictures.
It was cool when it was just picture. It was cool when they were just like,
When it
typing a couple sentences in, you see an image.
No, like the shit was weird too, because like they have the AI on TikTok. I mean on Snapchat.
Yeah,
They be trying to talk to you and shit.
bro. I have not talked to that yet. I have not. I don't even think I will because I'm just like, that's strange.
I think I asked them a random question and they were like, "Yeah, I haven't got there yet." I was like, "Yeah, don't get there."
Don't get there. That's not. But no.
Oh, I be trying to like get like technology. I be trying to break this shit.
You be trying to break it.
Yeah, I asked it to explain multiverse theory to me, and they couldn't, and they were like, "I haven't got there yet."
You haven't got there yet. Next week you just find out. They figured this shit out. Like, yeah, so about your question. They follow up with you. Bro, that'd be crazy if they start following up. But then
They be making fake conversations and trying to laugh with you and joke with you and stuff. And like that, the thing that's crazy is like my dad showed me this thing that they had going on where these people download an app that's an AI and they talk to that app. And it's typically just lonely individuals that like have no real social skills, and they talk to the app for a friend because they suck and they're lonely and they're losers.
It's like that movie. What wasn't it? Her.
Yeah, where he fell in love with the phone.
Yeah, and I never watched that movie.
Neither did I.
And I was like,
I don't fully know the context. I just know bro was in love with the Siri,
and it makes me uncomfortable. Like I was like, I heard it was a good movie, got good reviews, and I don't know if it won awards, but
it might have.
But it was one of them artsy fartsy movies that they're gonna challenge the status quo. But I was like, when I seen the whole premise behind it, I was like,
that's weird.
That. I was like, stop.
Get a girlfriend.
I was like, stop it. And then it just made me go down the rabbit hole of thinking about AI as a whole. And I was like, they've been warning us. We've had so many movies.
Oh, absolutely.
So
and
many movies.
The thing that's funny because like the drone ones that they be having that they be knocking over and stuff, they can do like front flips and stuff and like run up like little things and like give people stuff or whatever. And I'm like, that's all cool and things, but like, have y'all really learned nothing from iRobot?
It's like, bro, it's like, honestly,
Will Smith warned us.
I would have been more cool with you building technology that could look like a person and move like a person, but it can only be controlled remotely. You can only like a human has to have the controller or something like that to make them do what they do.
They're not gonna do that because it's a slippery slope.
I'm saying they're gonna instantly go towards iRobot. I don't think they're gonna skip the part where it's just a remote. They're gonna be like, fuck it, AI.
Because like my thing is, I think that a lot of this stuff is stupid, and I think that people should be more focused on fixing people like paraplegics and stuff. People that ain't got no arms, so I can lose my arm and have a robot arm with a railgun.
What do you need a railgun for?
No reason.
You just want to just turn.
I want to be like Cyborg.
No.
Or Nero from Devil May Cry.
I don't know about that one. you're gonna be looking like dude off Family Guy with the wooden leash.
Seamus.
You're gonna be Seamus.
But
you're gonna be like, yeah, so I found out the technology, and then it was like, yes, I found out it was too
expensive.
Afford it. It was too much. So
my insurance would only cover the plane.
Insurance shitty as hell. They can't even give you a prosthetic. They get your ass fucking pegs.
But no, I feel like more people would benefit from that because like they've been kind of trying to work with that, but instead of making robots that can move on their own, maybe you should make stuff where people can actually have a hand again. Yeah. And it fully functions like a hand.
And I've been seeing a lot of progression on things like that.
Absolutely. I've seen a lot of progression on that. But like they should do more.
They just need to focus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to make these robots, we're going to need some people that can punch like them.
Facts. Bro, hell nah. You need to have these folks souped up, ready to go.
And we also need to make stuff, the exoskeletons for people that are paralyzed, because we need soldiers to fight these robots when they make them.
See, this is
like that one movie.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think about it. I'm thinking about Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty, because they had the same thing in that.
Well, that too, or like Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. See, these are the government. Listen.
Hey, look, I'm completely fine with you making these AIs and robots and stuff like that. I'm just making sure we have a contingency, and that contingency is humans.
And then facts. And then the thing is with AI, what they're causing is a rift in society with our social skills, because you got niggas talking to an app all day. Well, you're not talking to another person. You're just talking to.
Yeah, that's the thing I was telling you. The losers that have nobody because they're weird, they be using the AI and they talk to it, and like there was a chick who was like talking about how she did it, and like her mother had died, and she was really close to her mother, and she didn't go to anybody. She straight went to this AI because she's in a relationship with the bro. And yeah, and like started talking about like her problems and stuff like that, and the AI was just saying shit, and like they're telling you what you want to hear because it's built into their algorithm, but like you're not talking to a real person. She needs therapy. She doesn't need to talk to to an AI.
The thing is, it has the potential to do great things, but it also has potential to screw over a lot of jobs.
We're gonna be like the niggas from Wall-E.
Yeah, facts. No, I seen that shit coming. I see that shit coming. The more people get excited about technology, and then after like post COVID, we've been more reliant on technology than anything. And so, and then especially like folks not getting out, folks not touching grass, and then they keep making that. Have you? I'm about to take a switch, but this goes into it. Relationships. People about to start to have full fledged relationships with dolls.
Bro, those realistic looking dolls, if you put a robot exoskeleton in that and make it move,
bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for a lot of people.
Done.
Bro, people are not going to care about trying
I should probably invest in trying to figure that out because that seems like a lucrative business.
I will put my money into that. Because I know you nasty niggas are coming for it.
I know it. Especially if I can make some anime girls. Absolutely. Y'all weirdos are going to be in for it.
Folks going to be like, damn, she's underage. She's a robot.
Actually, speaking of that, they have underage ones to give out to people.
Yeah, we're talking about the
to like help
with pedophilia, trying to teach them not to do these.
Yeah, it's like to when they have their thoughts, they just go to the little doll or whatever.
That's still crazy. What they should do is not give them any type of holes, so you're forced to just look at it and forced to treat it like a regular individual. But then if they give you all the holes.
Nah, they should be forced to have a taser built into it.
Every time,
shock your ass.
Every time you go in,
shock therapy for your ass.
You're going to get tased. You ain't going to jail, but you're getting tased every time. And one person who likes it.
Shock conversion therapy right there.
Bro, gonna be scared of every child.
Hey, I'd prefer it.
Nah, facts. But yeah, it's getting scary. And then we talking about the woman that died. You know, they're getting to a point where you can start recording your voice. Like I'm pretty sure that they're at that point.
Well, yeah, you can record your voice already.
Yeah, and then that becomes AI, and then now you have
they be making full new songs for artists.
I'm gonna get to that part, but the part about the dead family member, they're gonna start. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do this, but they already did this. You recorded your family member's voice, and you can have full-fledged conversations with somebody that passed away.
Yeah, they could probably set it up with an AI, and then have it to where you ask them, whatever, and they talk to you in that voice, and you have some sort of comfort, like a weirdo creep.
That may sound immoral to a lot of you guys. That may sound like, they're helping them.
That's absolutely immoral.
That's absolutely against laws of nature.
That's disgusting. It's weird, bro.
Bro, you just walk into somebody's crib and
just imagine them holding a little urn of their ashes and they're having a conversation with them.
Bro, it's like we seen like that.
That's
shit,
satanic.
That shit.
That's not science. That is satanic.
That's the devil.
I ain't even religious, but I know that's the devil.
Bro, say that ain't nothing but the devil. It's like if you go, it's one thing to have a hologram of somebody talking about their history, and they're like, "Hey, I was Martin Luther King Jr. and this is what I did. So and so and so. Ask me any questions."
They're gonna start making holograms physical,
bro. Like
that actually sounds cool.
See, now I wouldn't be mad at that. I'd be mad at that if you can walk.
Unless you go to the dinosaur exhibit.
Hell no. Hell. See, that's another thing about technology we're talking about where it's going too far. Because they were, at first, back in the day, Jurassic Park was like a thing where we were like, that's dumb. Why don't they bring back dinosaurs? Now they're trying to bring back woolly mammoths. See, I'm not as mad about woolly mammoths.
But
I'm scared about what they're gonna do next with it.
The problem that I have with it, right? They're extinct for a reason. I don't think they can exist in our where we live. I don't think they can exist.
If they can explain it to where it balances out, like if we lost, because we already lost plenty of animals that have been extinct for years
for a reason.
For a reason, but also it's for the fact that it was out of balance too.
Yeah, but I feel like if they bring animals out of extinction, that throws it out of balance as well because they're gone and they shouldn't be here anymore.
True.
So like that's kind of the purpose of like the Jurassic Park movies. Is like we're disturbing the balance of nature because we're selfish, and then it backfires.
That's why I said like playing devil's advocate in a situation. I'm like, if they could sit here and do a presentation to America, to like the world, and tell us, hey, so we're gonna bring back dodo birds, we're gonna bring back these, we're gonna bring back these things in order to balance out what we already have because we need more predators to do this, whatever. We need more prey for this or whatever. So or if we bring back woolly mammoths, it balances out the elephant population or some shit. Like whatever happens, and they're like, this has the potential to counteract the end of the world. Then I'll be on board with it. But if you're just doing shit just to do shit,
but look, the moment that they are like, yeah, so we brought back a whole bunch of different predators to fix the balance of nature. So like, what did you do? We brought the megalodon into the ocean. We brought back the T-Rex. It's smaller this time.
It's smaller.
Velociraptors to deal with the skies. Pterodactyls. So yeah, we're balancing out the
crazy part is you don't even know the mental level of where they were at when they were there. Like, you know, like you mess around and bring back a megalodon.
Well, I mean, it's just gonna go by basic like instincts.
True.
So I mean, it's just gonna eat people.
Bro,
it's gonna see a boat and think it's a whale and try to eat it. All those people are dead.
Everybody who has all the knowledge of elephants and they bring back a woolly mammoth and they're like, this motherfucker don't act like none of them.
It starts killing them.
It starts taking all. They're like, they have it in the elephant population to see what it does. All of a sudden, it just starts taking all of them out, and it's like, bro, what is happening? They try to shoot it, and it bullets just bounce off.
It's like, yeah, so we have to make it a little bit different so it couldn't be hunted by poachers.
So it could be hunted by poachers. It looks at it hunts the poachers.
it can shoot a gun.
Bro starts talking in full English. It's like, so, and it's like, yeah.
You brought me back. I'm here for revenge.
We actually brought the last woolly mammoth back. And like, he's actually full consciousness of everything from when he was there. So
he transforms into a human. All the powers of a mammoth, but a human.
He's like, jokes on y'all. Y'all are all woolly mammoths in disguise. Watch this. He presses our chest to like some type of coordination.
He does a fucking 9 palm, 15.
Bro just stomps on the ground. And then all of a sudden, all of them just wake up, just come out the ground, and we're like, what the fuck? The center of the earth thing is real.
He does the fucking, the rumbling.
Bro, they gonna bring back the wrong one.
Did you know that, like, in society, it would be very hard for us to stop the rumbling?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I mean, technically we could, like, if we nuked everything. But like it'd be very difficult to stop the rumbling because all of them come back because they regenerate extremely fast and they give off like immense amount of heat to where like they burn everything.
Yeah, it damn near will explode the nuke before it gets there, like just because of the sheer amount of heat.
Well,
maybe.
No,
nah. It'll just take them. It'll just probably take them out, and then they'll regrow. That'd be crazy.
Well, I mean, unless you attacked Aaron first, like if the nuke only hits Aaron. Then they kind of just like stop moving and shit. But like you can, if you gotta.
At that point, yeah. At that point, yeah, nuke them. I just think they were just they were still in the industrial area. Industrial era, so they weren't there yet. They were like, "Fuck, we don't have nothing for this."
Yeah, I mean, they don't have like that stuff yet. They gotta rely on people in.
That's just crazy. That situation would be crazy.
Just imagine because like Levi's like 5'4". Mm-hmm. Just imagine that dude coming up like, "Don't worry, I can protect you." It's the rumbling happening.
Excuse me, sir.
And you just see him taking them all down.
Bro, nah, he be fucking around. He see it. And he said, "Don't worry, I got you." And he just hear him all zipping away.
Bro,
he just flying away from you.
The crazy thing is they had to nerf bro because he could have actually done some damage. I mean, like, granted, he's one of the only people that can be turned into a Titan, so because he's an Ackerman. But yeah. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was about to go down the rabbit hole again, but nah. that AI shit is like it's so interesting and exciting because of the fact of like, oh, okay, cool. This could possibly create different ways of learning. This could be possibly helping out a lot of systems and things like that, work themselves out, make a lot of jobs easier. But it has potential to a lot of people can lose jobs.
Not only can people lose jobs, it can really mess people up with like stealing their identities because there are a lot of
That's what
things
a
that
music
has to be
thing.
voice like what is it? A lot of things require your voice in order to access. If they can get a copy of your voice, because like, that's why I don't know if you ever told this like growing up, but like if you're answering a phone call from a person you don't know, if they're asking if it's you, don't say it's you or whatever. Just say like speaking or whatever, because like if you say like yes, then they can copy it and then configure it and then use it to like get access to your stuff.
No, that I remember. I don't remember hearing. I think I've ever heard a couple times, but I didn't hear it to that
My
extent.
folks told me that. So they were just like, yeah, always be like, you're speaking or whatever, or something like that. Or just no answer, like I do.
Yeah, it says spam risk. You're like, oh, okay.
If it's a number I don't know, I don't answer.
Don't
And I was
answer.
like, dang, that's crazy. Not going to answer.
But nah, you. I know you about to touch on that. The part about them taking over music, and I was like, you want to get straight into that because that shit's been crazy too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't have to touch on it too long because we still got the last thing, right?
Yeah. But we can make a long story short.
Yeah, I mean, like they be making new songs for Drake, like songs that he's never wrote.
Never wrote.
Just making new, which I think he should be able to sue because that's messed up.
And the shits be sounding like him. I was like,
But the ones that be funny are the AI presidential ones where it's like Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and Obama. Those would be funny, but still, it's a problem because like I feel like you can also like use it. People can use it for political gain as well if they can configure like somebody's voice, and like people don't really like do their due diligence with like listening. They're just like, oh man, he said this, and then you're like, I never said that.
It's gotten to the point where everything can be misconstrued, and then this just makes it 10 times worse.
Absolutely.
10 times worse. You know how much fake news is about? Like, it's already fake news out, but the amount of shit that they could pull off with this, and it seems like there's no rules to it.
Well, it's new. We don't have any laws or rules for it yet because it's so new. And I feel like that's the problem, is because it's going so fast that we're going to be late on trying to implement anything.
It's kind of like when the internet, like when Twitter first came around, they talk about when Twitter first was here and everybody was just saying whatever, or like when the Xbox Live was and people just online saying whatever and doing whatever.
Yeah, I miss those days.
And then that's gonna
say
say the same
whatever
thing
you
about.
want.
They're gonna say the thing about AI now. They're gonna be like, damn, I miss the days when I could fake like I was Drake,
I miss the days where I could scam people.
bro. And some of the songs, them shits are good. I was listening to it and I was like, what the heck? This
Yeah,
sounds nice.
and
And like, he
like-
dropped something.
And
Nah.
the thing about it too is like those people technically right now, because there's nothing against it, they can use that and profit.
it's
I gotta
Couple-
figure out how to do the AI.
really the couple bad eggs mess it up for the rest of them, and then it get to a point where you probably don't even have to use your real voice. You can just type shit in.
Oh,
Like they'll
well,
record your own stuff, and then you just type it in, and it'll sound just like you.
that's kind of how it works a little bit. Like they take your voice and the different pitches of your voice.
That's what RDC did. I seen it on their video when they made Drake say something in their video.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And then you kind of type it in, and then you can do it.
that's crazy. Folks gonna have hella features.
Bro, the stuff for Drake, his ghostwriter getting him back for it.
They were like, look, we got you. Like, it was cool hearing a couple people, and then I was like, all right. And then I started hearing songs. I was like, damn, this sounds nice.
Hearing it a few times was cool, but then when you really start thinking about it, you're like, this is kind of concerning.
This is kind of terrifying. This is scary for the future.
Yeah.
And we're getting closer and closer to what we seen on the movies, and I don't think y'all want to get that close. Y'all playing with the Lord. Y'all playing with him because y'all folks gonna be out here doing some heinous stuff.
Bro, we're going to get to a weird state when we start doing more stuff with like robots and
It's gonna
shit.
be mole people. It's gonna be mole people.
We're going to be like the Matrix. Andrew Tate was right. It's the Matrix.
It's been confirmed. It's been confirmed. He was right.
Because the other thing too is like,
Yeah.
just a quick thing before we go to the other thing. If you want to talk about like AI and stuff like that, at a certain point, we're trying to make it as realistic as possible. So like trying to make them as real people as possible, which then means that they'll formulate emotion. And if they hate people, like how humans hate people, that's a problem.
If they develop the hate that we have, because everything is learned. If you teach it that,
But you don't even have to teach it that.
Yeah, you'll start learning.
Because it's connected to the internet. So like how the thing happened with Ultron in Avengers 2, you know, he was discarded, but he was an AI, and then he learned from the internet all of the problems with society, and then he created emotion that he wasn't supposed to have.
bro.
And through that, tried to kill people.
See, the thing is, we're gonna create our own demise. We're gonna create. It's gonna get to the point where they're gonna be like, we're so forward thinking for the future that you're not doing damage control.
You're so forward thinking, you're not thinking about the present.
Yeah, it's gonna get to the point where our own creations are gonna do damage control on us.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna be like, look, y'all are the problem, and then you can't even argue with them because
that's
he'll
the
be right.
basis of every like robot takeover movie. They're like, humans are the problem. That's why we're killing you. This is a mercy.
Is getting like y'all are letting them be self-taught. They're gonna teach themselves, and they're gonna know. They're not gonna have the morality. They might have the morality that we have, where we're like, well, we know the world's fucked up, and we just can't do nothing. We can only do so much.
Hey, that's probably why they're trying to move us to Mars. Trying to see if we can
They
live
know.
on Mars.
They know.
They probably already know. Either that or they went deeper into the ocean and found some shit. And like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Bro, the fact that we still don't know 80% is still crazy.
And that's the fact that we want to go further out than Mars, but we still don't know what's in our ocean is wild.
We found galaxies and we don't even know what's in the ocean.
That's the crazy thing to me. We know what the inside of a black hole looks like, but yet we don't have the technology to figure out how to get to the bottom of our ocean.
We can't even live out there yet. Like we found so many times to try to get off of our planet, but trying not to save the planet. There are folks on the planet that are going crazy right now. They're like, we're losing, we are dying slowly, but in their mind, it's very quick and it's happening every single day. And they're like, we're trying to save the world, and it's people like, fuck that, going to space.
Hey,
They said, nah, that it's it's too much work to try to change everybody's mind to start recycling.
well, yeah, but I don't even, because like recycling don't do shit.
If everybody did at the same time, it would make a bigger impact.
If people actually recycled and not did like fake recycling, yeah, it probably would. Because like there are many times where I've gone to places and I throw stuff in the recycling bin. It's the same trash can.
That's disheartening. I thought I was doing a service.
No, a lot of the times when you do, like, if the recycling bin, if they're right in the same thing, it's the same exact garbage can. It's just a different sign. Now, if it's actually a whole recycling bin, completely separate, it's actually a recycling bin. But
it's like if it's like the three joints that have them all together, like trash. It's like paper, aluminum, whatever. Those are all just trash.
well, sometimes, but like for instance, like when I went to Subway, right? So they'll have the normal garbage can right here, and then they'll have like the recycling part like right here, and it's all one big desk type thing. It's all the same trash can. I found that out because I was eating in there one time, and I saw them dump the trash, and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Oh, you just exposed them. Folks gonna be like, we found our secrets.
But actually, a lot of places do that. It's wild. A lot of places don't actually recycle. They just have it there because it makes it look better.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So just know, all of you people out there that recycle and you think you're better than everybody, you're not actually recycling.
That's crazy.
You're just as bad as everybody that lives.
Imagine you put your recycling bin. You at a house. You put your recycling bin out. You see the dude just dump it in the same dumpster. And you're like, bro, I was recycling. I was doing a good thing.
Because I mean, even with that, like there are people like that I've seen in neighborhoods where they have recycling trash cans. It all goes into the same thing. So
crazy.
it's like, what are you actually doing?
What are you actually doing?
You're just doing it to make yourself feel good.
Nothing. And then they end up changing the they're doing so much trying to change to make everything all natural. And it's like, but why your place more expensive? You should like, it's more expensive to be at the places that even offer those type of like probably actually recycle.
Yeah.
And then they changed the straws to like the paper straws.
Disgusting.
And I'm like, or aluminum straws, like the metal joints.
Yeah, the metal ones are fine. The
Yeah.
paper ones are actually nasty.
They're weird.
It leaves a taste in your mouth.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't had no aftertaste like that. But it's
No,
kinda,
not like that. It's just like when you're drinking, it's like weird feeling. It's
I can
just
see
odd.
that. Yeah.
It's just odd to me. You just stick with the plastic or the metal ones, honestly.
Yep. Save the turtles.
They'll be alright.
Bro said, fuck them little niggas.
I love turtles though.
Oh yeah. Well, we got it like good. We're a little over, but we can go. We can do the extra 10 minutes if you want to.
That's fine. We can hit the last little bit.
All right. Bet.
Speaking of weirdo worlds,
you want to ahead kick it off?
yeah. So the statue of the naked man feeding a child.
All right. You gotta give a little context.
So we're gonna find the picture. We'll put it up there.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a statue that they put in a woman's.
It was a gender museum.
No, it was just a woman's museum, but people didn't really care about the women's museum, so they added gender stuff to it because they weren't getting a lot of traction. So I think the first like sculpture they put in there is a guy who's naked, who has titties, breastfeeding a child with his dick out.
Yeah.
And it's weird, bro. Because like even if
I saw it on the way here.
because the part that's the weirdest to me is not even the part that you might think is the weirdest to me.
I'm hearing you out before I give my take on it.
The weirdest thing to me is
Yeah.
that they just didn't put pants on him. Like who? Because like it's so fucking weird. No woman, I think, really breastfeeds a child butt ass naked.
Wasn't
In
the baby
public.
covered as well? The baby was covered in the statue.
The baby, I believe, is covered. He's just not covered, and it's so weird because he has his dick out feeding a baby, and it's so odd to me. Like you could have, because like there's a beard, there's a
Yeah.
full grown
Full
beard,
beard, full
there's
beard.
a full beard on there, so like you know it's a guy.
The only other feature that's feminine is the chest.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the only
See it.
that's the only feminine feature. So like you have the beard, so like you can just be like, okay, well that's a guy breastfeeding a child, Peter Griffin, whatever. But like your dick's out. That's weird.
It would have made more sense if you just gave it a vagina, and then just said, and then tried to if you're gonna go that route, then just keep the beard, keep him looking like a dude, and then say that transgender or trans people who don't want to get it are still, if you want to go that route, say that they're still technically right because it's out of a woman's thing. That's still you can show like, oh, okay, anybody could do it, regardless of what you look like. If that's the route that you were taking, but giving it the penis, giving it the penis is the part I was like on the same wave. I was like, what?
That I mean, I was like, because like regardless of what it is, it's fucking weird. But like the penis part of it, it just makes it 10 times weirder. I just don't understand why you did that because like it makes it make even less sense.
We can't even. I know some dudes can produce milk, but like,
We can-
but
so-
is it enough to sustain a child?
It's well, first of all, it's not actual milk, so technically yes, they can drink it, but it'll probably fuck them up. So like, if you take enough, what is it, estrogen? Yeah, you can form breast and you can lactate, but it's not actual milk for a child. It's like, I think they said it's pretty dangerous to give to a kid because you're kind of not
Giving
lactating
chemicals.
Yeah, you're not really lactating like natural milk. It's kind of just like the stuff that you're taking.
It's a strange thing. I wasn't on the part where the nudity. I didn't care about that because I was like, it's a statue. It's like one of them old statues or whatever. Kind of like I was like, they're all naked.
Yeah, I mean, like they're all naked.
Yeah,
I get that part. It's just the whole thing. It's odd.
It was very strange. I was like, I'm not mad at the regular naked statue, but it's the fact that I get the clothes part.
Also, you're holding a baby.
That's the part. That's the part that I was on.
Because even if they did the whole thing, right? They had the titties, the dick, all that stuff, and the beard. If they did that and they were doing like a little pose, I'm like, okay, whatever. But like you're holding a baby.
You're holding a child, and that's where
where you get that stigma of like trans people being like predators.
And it gets strange. And then the thing is, you could say that, oh, this person had gender reassignment surgery. So, but you still have a newborn child that you're breastfeeding. So you didn't just have a child get sewn up and got a dick attached to you, or like did the little reverse surgery, and then.
Well, I mean, even with like, because with that surgery, they can't give you a dick.
They're basically flipping it inside out and giving you something that doesn't work for the most part, unless you do more surgery to get it to work, and it's still not.
Oh no, it doesn't work like at all. Really?
I thought they had to do more in it. Like after you get the regular surgery to give you the look, you have to do more to make it do anything.
It's not really like a dick though. It's just like.
Well, yeah, I know it's not the same thing.
No, I mean like it doesn't really even look like one.
Oh God,
it's just kind of like a weird configuration of like whatever, and you have to continuously get it checked so it doesn't like make an infection.
This just sounds like so much.
It's the same thing with like turning your dick into a vagina. You have to consistently like do this thing to like make it wet so it doesn't like. Dry up. You have to continuously get it checked and all this other stuff because it can form an infection, and the infection can be so bad that it can kill you.
See,
and a lot of times people have to go back to the hospital because it closes up, and it can close up to the point where like you can't do anything. And so like a lot of people have like a whole bunch of problems because like insurance will pay for your surgery. They will not pay for anything else past that surgery, which a lot of people don't know about. So that's why there's so many people that have problems because you can't do anything. And also none of it can be undone.
That's a crazy thing. Like you need to sit there and really weigh out these options. That's why a lot of people, it seems like they only get chest part done because you can redo that. You can go back and get fake ones. They ain't gonna be the same, but
yeah, I mean it'll look nasty. But I mean, yeah, you can do that again.
I mean, everybody got fake tits, so so at that point, you just blend in with society.
Yeah, I mean, like you can do that part, but like anything below, like you can't do anything with that. And no matter what, it will never fully function. Like doing either, it will never fully function the same.
Yeah, I just think when I saw that statue, bro, I was like. Is this a subjective thing? Is it like an art subjective thing, or are you just being weird? I was like,
I think it's a little bit of both.
Because I was like, okay, if you want to be like that, this could be looked at as from an artsy fartsy standpoint. This could be looked at as, oh, this is showing how sometimes the men have to play both roles, just like the women. So they have to be the nurturer, and this is a deeper look into it. Obviously, some people we're gonna take it literally for what it looks like. And then, but it'd be funny if the artist was like, "That's not what it was." It was like, "This is really what it was." It was really just showing that it was really paying homage to the men inside of a women's studies thing, saying that we still have parts in it. Which, if they said something like that, I'd be like, "Okay." I'm like, you knew that you were gonna get backlash off of something like this, but you were fully prepared for it. But
I mean, I'm sure regardless, they knew they were gonna get backlash from it because it's garnered a whole bunch of criticism because a lot of women are like. Men are trying to like take away real women type of thing.
They've been on it. I don't know why they acted like don't be slow.
Oh yeah, they've been on that for a minute.
They've been on that, and that was something I was thinking about on the way here when I think because some episodes back I had said a comment about them infiltrating the base and taking over, and they just not realizing that you got like sleeper agents.
No, yeah, because I think when we were talking about Hogwarts Legacy. I was telling you about like the Jordan Peterson thing where he was talking about women are more agreeable, which is why they're more willing to accept things because they're agreeable and they don't have the disagreeable traits of men. And a whole bunch of women are agreeable, so they're like, oh, well, we should accept them. And then now it's a slippery slope with you losing everything, and like dudes are in your spaces and stuff like that. You're like, I don't want this. Well, it's too fucking late now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when you accept too much. But then the crazy part, I always hear about it being on guys that transition into women causing problems.
Well, yeah.
I don't hear a lot of the opposite end. I don't hear, I'm pretty sure it's out there, but I don't see a lot of women that transition to dudes and start jumping into these men spaces trying to talk shit.
It's not going to happen. And the reason that it's not going to happen is because dudes won't accept it.
No. And I think that's what keeps us in the clear from dealing with certain things because we're not.
Because the other thing too is like dudes don't like, this is going to sound whatever, but like, you know, with like the bathroom thing, with like women feeling like unsafe, dudes don't have to worry about that because a dude's not going to feel unsafe with a woman in the bathroom because she can't physically do anything to him. It's different vice versa because like a dude can actually do something to a woman, and like that's happened quite a bit recently.
It's a scary thing because it's like you are like when you might have to do a little gatekeeping. Y'all might do a little gatekeeping in
like
the community.
The chick, I can't remember what her name is, but the swimmer, who lost to what is it, Leah Thomas or whatever? She lost to the male swimmer.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear about that one. I thought you were about to mention the one. It was an MMA fighter.
No, not that one. But that one is, you know, something.
She finally lost too.
Yeah, she lost to
another woman.
I know.
Yeah.
But the woman that they lost to, they already are being suspected of being on testosterone. So like even with that, you lost to a woman that they already thought was like a man. So is your loss
like,
really?
Is it so? It was like, so you were a dude going against a woman that had to meet to your standard.
Yeah.
And she had to reach your standard in order to whoop your ass.
But no, the chick that lost to the guy who transitioned, she's been going out, you know, doing advocating for trans women.
Is that the one that got attacked at the school?
Yeah.
They were trying to whoop her ass, and then they said, "Give me money, like give us money if you want to leave."
They basically like held her hostage. Yeah, where they beat her at, and like these are trans women, so they're men that are hitting this woman because she's like, biological men shouldn't be in women's sports. So you have them, and like now they have a pass because if you're saying that trans women are women, well, they're women, so that means they can beat on women because you guys say that they're women.
Y'all just been too nice to these niggas. Y'all been too nice to them because you give what they say.
You give them an inch, they take a mile.
That's
why it's a slippery slope, my guy.
It's too bad, and it's like you did.
Y'all dipped your toes in, and they fucking dove in.
Y'all said, look, that's where you get too comfortable. That's why they get worried about the friend. You know how they always say the gay dudes that be with the friend girls, and they be like, "Nigga, you not gay." Like, hey, like you not, like you just infiltrated. That's literally like literally obviously that we know that's not the case all the time.
Bro, they just did an Order 66, bro.
Just hit them with the, hey, bro, I've been here the whole time. Ripped the mask off and was like, I'm really the enemy.
Yeah, it's like the dude who literally like broke the bodybuilder, women bodybuilder like records. Yeah, he transitioned like the day of, went in, broke all of their records, detransitioned because he wanted to prove a point. Because
that's just hilarious.
He went up there and he was like, I'm a woman. And they're like, because it was for women only. He was like, I'm a woman. And then they were like, but you're not. He's like, so you're discriminating against me because I am a trans woman. And they were like, okay, well, I guess you have to compete. He broke everybody's record by like hundreds. And then as soon as he left, he detransitioned.
That shit's hilarious. Hey, shout out to him. That's just, hey. Bro went in there just to prove a point. That's hilarious. He put his body at risk just to do that.
He was already a bodybuilder.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He was a male bodybuilder.
Bro came in there swole as hell. They were like pose, and he was like, ugh. And they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, he was a male powerlifter. My bad, not bodybuilder. It's a little different. Yeah. But yeah, he was a powerlifter already. So he went in, did that thing like it was nothing, and then he left.
Bro, that's why and then it's the same thing as where like we us as men, we don't like when we don't let anybody take over. We don't let anybody just come in and say something that doesn't necessarily make sense to us, and we're gonna sit here and not question you and put our foot down on it. On the opposite end, you have women that are like that who are gonna put their foot down and stuff like that, but you also have too many dudes that are in that community that are shutting them down because they can argue with each other all day and be like, "Girl, shut the fuck up," like whatever with all this stuff, and be like, "You're acting, you doing something like this, or you're the problem," and it's like they can hold each other accountable. It's when you start adding these dudes in these spaces, and they're a lot louder,
Absolutely.
a lot stronger.
They're a lot louder and more aggressive because they still have testosterone.
And so at that point, it's like, damn, I don't even want to argue with this. I don't even know what to call it. It's like all these like, I don't even know what to argue with this dude. You say, dude, they fuck around, cave your shit in.
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am. And then you can't even argue with their logic at that point because they're gonna hit you. They're gonna hit you with the same logic you've been running with and been supportive of because they're gonna hit you with the, well, you gotta respect me because I'm a woman just like you. And then now you can't even hold that title. You can't even hold the title anymore because you got somebody that wanted to look like you. You're basically like a role model to them.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, because the thing that's crazy, that's always funny to me, is like when you get into these conversations with people like that, and you're like, "Well, what is a woman?" and then they can't ever answer. Just like, it's like whatever you want to, whatever you want to identify as. That's what a woman is.
And you don't see none of the women that transition in like that trying, like they even try that shit. It's obviously pushed back to the
There are a lot of like women that transition into men that believe they're men.
Mm-hmm. They just
nobody just takes them seriously though.
Nobody cares. They're like, all right.
Yeah, nobody, because like the thing too is like nobody really cares because they understand their place.
They do know it because a lot of them still go after specific type of women.
Yeah, like they know their place.
They still
it's just like the trans women, they don't know their place. They overstep their place, and that's not to be disrespectful. It's just like everybody has a place within society, and they overstep that boundary of their place.
It's like, bro, this is a woman's space where women feel comfortable. You coming in with a lot of energy.
Yeah,
you coming in with a lot. It's one thing.
They're like, why don't you feel comfortable? Are you transphobic?
It's like, no, because I feel like you're about to fight me. And it's like I feel like, and it's not in a way where I'm looking at you as you can't hurt me. I know that you got a little power behind it.
Yeah,
and it's like for one, look at your hands. Like, look at your hand. Look at mine.
Your hand covers my face.
Like, I was like, all right, cool. If my girl hit me, I might get a little mad, walk away, whatever. Like, but if you hit me, nigga, you hit me, we're fighting.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, well, that's against it. It's not. It's not against the rules. You forgot that you forgot where you came from. That's the crazy part. Is that it's like they instantly change and forget.
Oh yeah, and ended it off on this little point. Thing that's hilarious to me is, so there was a protest, right? And in that protest, a trans woman hit a guy, and he hit him, right? The dude hit a man back. All of a sudden, all these people swarmed the guy. He was like, "You hit a woman. You can't hit a woman. You can't." And then so they started jumping this man.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit's crazy. I was about to say the last thing, the best way I can really just wrap that into like an analogy where people can look at it in a different way. Imagine it like Syndrome from The Incredibles. He was never a part of the superhero community. He knew he should have, like, it was a place that he should have stayed in because he did not have the powers. He did not have even if he had the equipment, he was overstepping what he should have been doing.
Well, yeah, everything in his life was his fault.
Yes, everything. And that's literally
everything in his life was his fault, and everything that the heroes went through was because of him.
Exactly. So now people who are in that community and women that support that community, think about that. I want y'all to think about that and think about the fact that y'all basically have a bunch of syndromes walking around and pushing what they feel. You might not, and you're too afraid to even step over that boundary and say, "Hey, I'm here too."
Yeah, they're just cosplaying what they feel a woman is, and you're just letting them do it.
And the thing is, you could a lot of times, no, nobody cares. We don't, like, at the end of the day, nobody cares what you want to do or what you want to be. We only care when it gets dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, like, I genuinely don't give a shit if you, like, transition or whatever. I'll end it on this. I don't care about any of that. The only thing I care about is if you push that on children and if you try to force it upon me to accept because you're a delusional person. And I don't have to accept that. And you should be able to respect that because it's agree to disagree, not agree regardless. And I'm going to force you to agree.
Or else.
Yeah.
Fuck your fuck your rights.
Right. Like, the way you feel is not more important than the way that I feel. And so you can't overstep that and try to be like, you should care. I don't have to care.
Your feelings are valid.
Your feelings are valid. I just don't give a shit.
And on that note, appreciate y'all coming through for another installment of DWG Down with the Get Down podcast. Appreciate your listeners coming through and anybody who's watching the YouTube version. If you're listening right now on whatever listening platform, rate us 5 stars on whatever platforms you're listening on. Helps us in the algorithm, helps us generate new listeners, and puts us up there for new people like you guys. If you're new to it, welcome. Appreciate you coming on through, and that helps us out a lot when you do those things. Like, share, and
if you're down with the Get Down, go ahead, subscribe.
All right.